The people of Florida are still currently grappling with the aftermath of Hurricane Idalia. 250,000 people are without power as of today, as of Thursday. But that's not stopping Governor Ron DeSantis from claiming a W in this one and saying that he is amazing when it comes to climate preparedness. Sure, we'll see about that, Jan. There have been just a couple reported deaths so far. There is definitely still a storm surge in Florida, but there was one victim of that storm, and that was the tree outside of the governor's mansion. Here it is, tweeted by Miss DeSantis, Casey, who tweeted, 100-year-old oak tree falls on the governor's mansion in Tallahassee. Mason, Madison, Mamie, and I, oh God, are those her kids? Were home at the time, but thankfully no one was injured. Our prayers are with everyone impacted by the storm. So there's a tree, there's the fallen oak tree, which we're so happy that it did not hit the governor's mansion. For whom could wish such a terrible, heinous crime upon anyone or any wonderful family in the governor's mansion? There it was. So there's the down tree. And what do we do with a down tree near your home? We use it as a marketing opportunity and a campaign opportunity on Fox News. And that's exactly what Ron DeSantis did. Take a look.
What's your assessment at this hour?
Well, Sean, we were ready for this. So we had a search and rescue team staged, National Guard. We had 5,500 National Guard. We had 1.2 million gallons of gasoline in the event of fuel shortages. We had over 30,000 linemen to restore power. And so as soon as the storm passed, our first responders were on the scene checking on people. The good news is that we have not seen the type of loss of life like we did at Hurricane Ian in the coastal areas. They did experience significant storm surge. Most of the people did evacuate. And so we're cautiously optimistic that we're going to end up okay on that.
Yes, there he is, using the tree that fell outside of his home as a photo op to go on Fox News. And note, Yasmin, the slow push in from Fox. That is a very set shot. Like that took like half an hour to set up. It's lit beautifully. Notice how hard Fox News is trying to make a President Ron DeSantis happen. And here's this tree goes down right by his home. It could have actually hurt his family. This is a guy, and we'll get into more. This is a guy who says that climate change is not man-made, believes this is a massive hoax, will not raise his hand in a Republican primary debate to that effect.
I actually noticed the lighting in that shot, and so it's funny that you mentioned that. I was like, oh, that looks really good. But I don't understand how anyone along the Gulf Coast is still denying climate change, especially in the state of Florida. I live in Texas. We have the same people here. I literally don't get it, right? You can literally feel the impacts of climate change here. But these moments, whenever we have natural disasters or any kind of disaster, really, we elect people into government positions specifically to deal with situations like these natural disasters and shootings, et cetera. When things like this happen, we just need these elected officials to do the job that we elected them to do. But instead, these events, they shake up people's lives, they destroy lives, and they're played as political opportunities. And DeSantis is using all of this. A hurricane hit his state, and it's like a good thing for him. He's using it to play up some election clout and be like, look at what a good leader I am. What would be better is if you actually were just a good leader, if you actually did just take care of your people, you took care of the land that you're in charge of. That would be infinitely more valuable than a weird photo op in front of your tree. And it would be better than a stump speech, and it would actually probably have a demonstrable influence at the polls. Just be better at your job, DeSantis.
And look, I could concede that maybe there was preparedness in this particular hurricane. Hopefully, good on like the governor on this case, and like good on the hurricane for not being as devastating thus far.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.